It's your boy AG Cornerman Boxing. I have the pleasure today once again. Richardson Hitchins, Coach Lenny Wilson in the building. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Or tonight, I should say.
We doing good. Just got a great session. Getting ready for April 6th.
Right. And I mean, what's going on, April 6th? We know you got Gustavo Lemos.
Yeah, we got Gustavo Lemos. I don't know too much about him, but they say he's tough. I'm prepared for a tough fight. Every fight is an important fight to me, so just put the work in and let my skills, my conditioning, my IQ, and just my talent speak for itself.
Right. Now, I believe this is the IBF Eliminator, right?
Yeah, this is Eliminator. This is one of the eliminators for IBF World Title, so this is a big fight.
Right. How you guys feel like that, starting with you, Richardson Hitchins? How do you feel, going into this matchup that could potentially put you in line for a world title?
It feels good. I always know I was gonna get to a world title. That wasn't too much of a worry of us. It's just the time is here. We've been working towards this a long time, and we're just gonna continue working.
Now, Coach, you've been with Hitchins for a long time. Since he was a young man. You know what I'm saying? You've seen him grow up now to,
right.
How do you feel about this opportunity?
I feel excited. It's been a long time coming. Like I always tell him, everybody get a turn.
Right.
So now it's our turn.
Right. Now, what do you think about the opponent? Gustavo Lemos, he's from Argentina, so I feel like a lot of the American public may not be too familiar, but what do you think about him so far?
Well, they're going to be familiar with him after the fight. When he had to get sliced up in the fight, then everybody going to know who he is. But styles make fights.
Right.
This guy he's the right style for the particular fight style that Richardson has, and it's good. It's a good thing.
Right. Now, this is a eliminator for the IBF. Right now, Matias holds the title. Do you feel this type of opponent can help you prepare for that Matias championship fight?
It can help us prepare for a lot of fights. Not just Matias. There's just other fighters out there, that can get it too. So each round goes higher and higher. This is the type of fight that, like I said, the world is going to see the best of Richardson Hitchins. So there's all the fights that we get or we take are good.
Right. Champ, how do you feel about that, going against an opponent that's a little unknown? There's not too much that we know about him. The motivation, is it there? How do you feel going into this one?
It's there. It's always there. I feel like he's coming into the unknown also. I had a lot of mainstream fights, but a lot of guys that get in there with me is totally different. You looking in the outside and getting in there with me, it's two different stories. It's way two different stories. Even the guys that seeing it live in the flesh in the boxing gym, they'll see it from the outside looking in, but when they get in there, it's a complete different story. So I think that we both going into unknown, and we'll see who come out the unknown unscathed.
Right. Now this will be a main event in Las Vegas. How exciting is that? You'll be headlining another card, but this time in Sin City, the entertainment capital of the world.
Boxing in Vegas bring a different attitude out of me, because Vegas is a boxing city. A lot of big fights, legendary fights that happen in Vegas. So it's just time for me to mark my territory in Vegas as a main event fighter now, and hopefully we have a lot of more major events in Vegas. This is just the first of many.
Right. Coach, how excited are you? Headlining over there in Vegas, the bright lights,
Yeah, well, I'm excited, like you said, Las Vegas is a hotbed for boxing, and, so it's just like Madison Square Garden. Everybody want to fight in Madison Square Garden. So here we come, Sin City. Everybody want to fight in Las Vegas. It's just a difference, It's like, it's just showing us that we're getting to that level and getting to that point where one day we're going to find ourselves fighting in the T-Mobile Arena. You see what I'm saying? So it's a great thing. It's fantastic. I'm excited about it, and I can't wait.
Right. Now, Champ, do you feel any kind of pressure coming from the fans, those that want to see more knockouts and things like that? Or?
I think that, yeah, it is pressure, but I feel like me as a young fighter, I can't let that get too much in my head, because we done seen a lot of young fighters make mistakes and try to please the fans and, take the criticism a wrong way and end up, getting into a fight that they shouldn't be in. So I'm coming for blood. I'm looking to get this guy out of there. That's what we coming for. But when we get in there, after the opening bell, I'll see what adjustments I have to make. If I gotta make it a boring fight, I'll do that. If I gotta make it if I can make it an exciting fight for the fans, I'll do that. We'll just see what comes when I get in there after the opening bell. We'll make the adjustments, and that's what a professional does. I can't say that I'm gonna get in there and look exciting and kill this guy, because I don't know how Gustavo Lemos is coming. I don't know what game plan he's coming with. I'll figure everything out, and we'll make the proper adjustments after the opening bell April 6th.
Right, and I mean, I heard you today in the gym talk about you like to paint masterpieces, you know, like Picasso. So, you know, sometimes you gotta take your time a little bit.
Right, you gotta take your time. That's championship boxing at its highest. You know, patience play a major key. We've seen that over and over with a lot of Floyd fights. Even in the I think one fight that was a perfect example of patience for me in 2023 was David Benavidez and Caleb Plant, because you know Caleb Plant started off with a great game plan, but the tenacity and the patience of David Benavidez overcame all the obstacles in that fight, and by the 8th round, he was painting a perfect picture.
Coach, how do you feel about that? You know, the demand from certain fight fans that just love to see knockouts, and they're not really interested in so much of the science. They just how do you feel about that?
Before you answer this, I just gotta say something. I forgot what legendary champion said this. I think it was George Foreman. George Foreman said, "Boxing is like jazz. The better it is, the less appreciated, the less they appreciate it."
That's dope. Okay, dropped a little lug on us.
Right.
Coach, how do you respond to that?
How do I respond to it? I think that when people don't know boxing and they see it, you understand, then they don't understand it. You feel what I'm saying? Richardson is a boxer puncher. He's a boxer puncher. So it could be boring, but then it could be exciting in the sense that what he's doing in the ring, how he's moving, how he's utilizing his jab, how he's utilizing his combinations at the right time. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That can bring the excitement of it all.
Right.
But the end goal is to get the W.
Absolutely.
That's the end goal, to get the W, not to make a mistake, and to keep building up the record so we can get to where we need to be on world championship level. You understand?
Absolutely.
So we bring in the fight, we're going to give the fans what they're looking for. We're going to give the fans what they're looking for. You follow me? So nobody won't, because in boxing, as in any entertainment or sport, you're going to have haters and you're going to have congratulators. But we're going to turn the haters into congratulators.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like the Zepeda fight was a perfect example where you just shut him out, and I don't think it was boring. It was a masterpiece. A lot of people said after that performance that you're one of those top guys. Like,
yeah, I think that was a perfect fight of a perfect masterpiece, because this was a guy that gave a lot of top fighters at 140 with experience challenges. Then you got a young kid that never been on that stage before, a kid that Zepeda was running around, running his mouth and yapping his chops, saying that it's levels to this. And he got in there on September 23rd, it was levels to it. And he seen that I was on a whole different level from him and anybody he ever been in the ring with. And I told him that in the press conference. He didn't want to listen. The critics didn't want to listen. And everybody that was going for him didn't want to listen to me. I told him that he was nowhere near my level. And I showed 12-0. 12-0. I don't think Zepeda ever been 12-0 ever in his whole career boxing.
For real.
He's never, nobody ever pitched a shutout on this guy. And you had a kid with only 16 fights pitch a shutout on him. Yeah. So I think that spoke for itself.
That was amazing. I was very impressed by that performance. That was very impressive. So, I mean, with that being said, what message do you have, for the fans to tune in? What words do you have for them to,
April 6th, there's two ways it could go. He could come out quick, Gustavo Lemos, and be out of there early on in the fight and be out on his ass, flat on his face. They could take a slow ass up in a 12-round decision. It's really ultimately it's up to Gustavo Lemos. My last fight, Zepeda made his choice. He didn't open up too much. He didn't push the fight, so he took a slow ass with him. This guy, if he wanna rush in and make mistakes, he gonna take a quick ass whooping, and we're gonna please the fans. So everybody, go comment on Gustavo Lemos' pictures. Go hit up his advisors, and you let him decide how he want the outcome of this fight to be.
Coach, what words do you have for the fans? To tune in on.
Be there or be square. Don't miss a good opportunity here, right? Because it's going to be an exciting fight. Everybody's going to be shocked. We're about to shock in the world. and that's it. You know, he said it better than the best, better than me. It's how Gustavo wanted. We could take it easy or we could take it hard. It's up to him.
There you guys have it, man. Thank you guys for your time, and we can't wait. What's the date again for this fight?
April 6th, Las Vegas, Nevada, at the new Fountain Blue Arena, Sin City. Richardson Hitchins is coming to Sin City. Make sure y'all there, man.
There you go. Team Hitchins, baby.
Yes, sir,
Thank you for
baby.
your time. God bless. Thank you.